JeffreeStar and Nathan are getting back together? Let's talk about it. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. Well, guys, we have so much to talk about. From Eugenia Cooney's Last Christmas, yep, she kind of said that herself, to some of Las Vegas's biggest influencers exposing each other. There's so much to jump into, so let's start with Eugenia Cooney first. So Eugenia Cooney posted a little video, and I can't play it because of the music and copyright, but she's, dancing and walking around to a song called Last Christmas. And, it's that whole thing. You guys know the song? It's called Last Christmas. Well, I don't know if she posted it to be a little tongue-in-cheek or if she posted it because she liked this song, but it was sparking some controversy because of how frail she is, and people were saying, oh, is this her mocking, and this is Eugenia Cooney's Last Christmas, and she was walking around to the song of Last Christmas, and people were putting it together. Now, as of time making this video, she has not responded as to why she chose that particular song. Maybe she liked it. Maybe it's her favorite Christmas song. But I don't know. I think Eugenia Cooney knows how to rile an audience up. So maybe it could be that, but I don't know. So she basically was walking around in her Santa suit and showing us some flowers, and maybe we'll see a video of her sitting next to Santa and getting her picture at a mall or something. I think people would like to see that. But switching gears here, you guys, should we get into the JeffreeStar? We're getting the JeffreeStar drama, and then we'll do the Las Vegas tea, okay? So people are saying that JeffreeStar and Nathan Schwandt might be getting back together. There might be some type of reconciliation because of a conversation that JeffreeStar had on TikTok Live. So JeffreeStar was live on TikTok, and he was having a little friendly banter with some people on there, and she brought up Nathan and Grand Rapids, and the chat went wild. So let me show you what was said. Here we go. Roll it.
I'm in Casper, Wyoming. Yeah, we're in Casper.
The state. And yeah. Paul lives in Wyoming,
Michigan, and that's where I used to stay before I got a house.
Fine. And your boyfriend lived here.
He did, yeah.
Does he still live here?
Yes, ma'am. He sure does.
Sorry, I'm a mom. I ask questions.
Oh, you
sometimes why do you ask questions?
He still lives there. It's okay.
I don't know, because I like to.
Yeah, I believe he still lives there.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
We got 7 inches of snow on Christmas Eve. I was like, thank you, God.
7 inches, man. We had a green.
All right, grab a snack and come on back. Now, that's all we have, but from what we were told, there was a little bit of context a little before and after that, before it ended, and something about JeffreeStar visiting Grand Rapids, and that's where the ex live, and also influencers there, such as Paul Dow lives there. So maybe JeffreeStar is gonna go visit some influencers in Michigan, Grand Rapids. Maybe he might see Nathan. I don't know. This is off the heels of Nathan talking about he wants to end it all, or some cryptic message like that on TikTok, or was it X or Twitter? I get so confused, girl. Twitter, Twatter, X, whatever. Follow me on all those, and Instagram and Snapchat and all that stuff like that. Okay. He posted this interesting tweet. It says, I feel like death is upon me. And I have the receipt right here. He says, been 17 years without a proper break from smoking. It's time for a few months off and let my lungs bounce back. With over 11,000 views and 7,000 views on the other tweet. Now, this was posted at the beginning of the month. We're just now getting to it because he also posted something else, like, before that. It says, don't sleep on my spicy-ish I be dropping. And he's talking about his, another platform. And we don't want to talk about that one right here, but that's what, let me just go ahead and I'm going to erase it right here so we don't get to see it. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, right before the holidays. Let's get this bag. Now, JeffreeStar has not responded to this. I find it very interesting that after all this time, he's going to attempt to stop smoking. And I don't know. You know what I like to think of? I like to think of it this way. Nathan Schwandt is doing these dramatic posts to get JeffreeStar's attention because he wants JeffreeStar back for the holidays. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. It's just a lot. I can barely keep up, but we're trying. So I think he might go visit Nathan. No, I don't think he might go visit. I think JeffreeStar is done. I think JeffreeStar is done. I don't think he's gonna go visit Nathan, but who knows? We'll see. JeffreeStar is a wild card. You just never know what's gonna happen. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see how it goes. You know, from what I know, they're still cordial. They're just nice friends, and we'll see what happens from there. Now, you guys may know two popular the TikTokers who report about Las Vegas updates. Vegas Polly C is one of them, and also Las Vegas Starfish. Now, you might know their names or their voices because you always hear it online. So they basically give you updates and things like that. Well, apparently they got into a bit of a drama with each other, and here is most of it. Here we go, roll it.
Hi, my name is Jen, and you may know me as Vegas Starfish. For the last 19 months, I have been stalked, cyberbullied, and harassed. Here is everything you need to know. I have remained silent about this because people who care about me have advised me not to give attention to people who seek attention, and that eventually he would lose interest and move on. But he has not. It is getting worse. So I have wanted to defend myself. I try to remain fact-based. So here are the facts. In October of 2022, I received a request to talk to someone about a business opportunity. This person had a company called Casino Comp Wallet. He had plans to develop a digital wallet where people could save and redeem coupons and offers in the Vegas market. He said he wanted me to promote him and he needed a content creator. I expressed that I did not have confidence that this business would be successful, but he was incredibly enthusiastic. I agreed to get involved as long as we continued to make progress on the business so that it would provide value to my followers. We scheduled a meeting, and I invited the person who at that time was doing social media for Spiegel World. I considered them a friend and a competent content creator. I was offered $2,000 a month to help make him more marketable and to share with people on my platforms that I was partnered with Casino Comp Wallet. The content creator was also offered $2,000 a month. I did my job well. The content creator immediately skipped town and ghosted both of us. I felt terrible, so I assumed both roles, and without me asking, my salary was doubled to $4,000 a month. I was not asked to pay back the money that the other person took, and it wasn't my responsibility. It had nothing to do with me. I did my job very well for about 8 months. During that time, no progress was made on developing the business, and instead it became evident that this person had intentions of becoming an influencer instead and just wanted me to build their platforms. Multiple times I suggest he take over the platforms and I move on, and he would plead and say that he had nothing without me, so I remained longer than I needed to. Here is why I resigned and where we are now. Every day, this man talks about me on his platforms. If you look through his content, comments, and watch his live streams, you will see that a massive part of his platform and personality is me. He refers to me as the dinosaur because he says he is going to, quote, make me extinct. Near the end of our association, I would frequently ask him not to make racist or xenophobic statements. You can pause to read this one, but it's about Native Americans. And I realize and state that it may be a generational difference, but I take my brand and reputation seriously, and I did not want to be adjacent to someone who frequently and publicly made incendiary statements. He would frequently ask me to go to a resort and make content for both of our channels, and I was happy to do so. We both needed the content. In March of 2022, he said he was going to make a deal with Mohegan Sun for Casino Comp Wallet, and he asked what I would charge to go to Connecticut as his social media manager. I was excited that the company might be actually making progress, and in the next text, you will see that I agreed to do it for free if he could get a deal for his company. He had the meeting, and he said they wanted a proposal. We were both excited. He has a habit of rambling, and it wasn't making sense, so I asked for clarification that this deal was with Casino Comp Wallet. He says, I didn't get too heavy into that. This seems like a red flag, so I asked if I could see the proposal that he was going to send to Mohegan Sun. This is what he sent me. He asked me to sign off on this. It was an entire proposal outlining the relationship between Casino Comp Wallet and Mohegan Sun. The only mention of me was a few sentences about my own platforms, and that I would be attending to film content, and that some of the content would be mirrored on my own platforms, which if you recall in the text, I happily agreed to do for free under the pretense that this was a deal with Casino Comp Wallet. He asked me to read it and sign off on it, and here is proof that this is the contract I received. You're about to see an email between myself and his assistant. The underlined part points out that the contract looks good except for a typo where the incorrect casino name was in the text. This document was called the Mohegan Sun proposal. And here is the typo that I made reference to. It says Viejas instead of Mohegan Sun. You will see in the next frame that instead the attached document that Mohegan Sun received was called Vegas Starfish and Mohegan Sun. Their marketing team reached out to me to confirm some of my demands. When I explained I didn't have a deal with them, they sent me the contract they had received. Not a single mention of Casino Comp Wallet. This was sent by that gentleman to Mohegan Sun. In the very end, asked for a $10,000 appearance fee for me to show up, that all questions should be directed to him. Here is me and the marketing team comparing notes that we had 2 different contracts, and here is both of us realizing that we've been scammed. I still didn't believe that this was happening. I immediately canceled my flight. I did not go to Mohegan. And the marketing team from Mohegan immediately sent Casino Comp Wallet an email saying, "We do not wish to do business with you. We thought we were working with Vegas Starfish." Demands had been made on my behalf for suites, transportation, huge food and beverage credits, a party, $1,000 to give away on my channel. My name was used to acquire these things. Then they were posted to give away on Casino Comp Wallet. I truly believe that I was just a social media manager and this deal was between them. I confronted Paul and explained to him that I did not ask for an appearance fee, suites, or a party, and that I don't do giveaways. They only attract followers who are interested in winning a prize, and they don't engage or stick around, so I don't do them. When he realized I was done, he became increasingly aggressive. He began insulting and attacking me, and he threatened me, both on the phone and in text. I told him no, and I set firm boundaries. I spelled it out very clearly that I felt I had been betrayed and misrepresented, and essentially bought and sold. I'm not sure how many places I filmed on his behalf that he was paid for, but I was never told anything about an appearance fee, and I have never been paid an appearance fee. I have done paid brand deals, but it was for the content and they were disclosed. He said he would take me down and immediately began spinning a narrative. He began posting everywhere, saying that I am the reason the deal fell through, with the overt implication that I don't like certain types of followers or people, which is a manipulation of the fact that I am interested in followers who want Vegas content and aren't just there to win a prize. At this point, I was concerned for my safety and I blocked him on all platforms and my phone. He expressed that he would never stop talking about me, and that his primary goal would be to discredit me to a level to where I was entirely canceled. I was advised to remain professional. So when confronted, I gave the same answer, that it was simply a business collaboration that came to an end. He would routinely tell his followers to harass me. And they did. He would pay for my concierge service so he could send me creepy text in the middle of the night. You can pause to read this one, but it basically says, "You and I have something special. You could be a Kardashian." It says he's no one, but that's going to change fast and furiously. And that I'm right about everything that I say about casinos. That you don't have to be right or accurate when you're famous. And that we could make millions. Because we should focus on entertaining. And keep in mind, at this point, I am firmly done with him. You will note that I do not respond to any of these texts. In this text, he tells me to make a public statement that he has forgiven me, and that I messed everything up by not being cool under pressure, and that I should have just rolled with it and had his back even though he lied. He says he will no longer pay me, but he will allow me to work with him. He hatches a whole plan where we'll chill out for a few weeks, then we'll be this unstoppable duo. He says that he'll spend hours and hours a day walking around loving me. He tells me that if I agree to his terms, over the next few months, millions of people will hear about how I made a tragic mistake. He admits that I don't need him and that he probably doesn't need me, but that this would be in my best interest. I decided at this point to not only be silent publicly, but to no longer engage with him in any capacity. He has given me every indication that he means me harm and that he is not stable. Instead of going away, this managed to just piss him off more. He now spends a significant amount of time walking around live streaming and being captured in videos like this that other people have posted because his rants about me have made them concerned for my safety. The rest of this video will be some screenshots of terrible things he said about me that are untrue, and some places where he's asked his followers to harass a business that also told him no. 2 things I want to address. He said that I asked for money for my children's school, when in actuality he purchased a $300 business card size advertisement in the back of a local yearbook for Casino Comp Wallet. And as to the allegation that I kept money from a slot stream, a few weeks prior he asked me to film a room tour at the Grand downtown, and the credit card he gave me to check in with declined. I used my own funds for that and a dinner he asked me to film. I ended the stream $700 or $800 up, and it was nearly a wash. Specifically, he never asked for money to be returned to him, and when we parted ways, I handed him his accounts and his company credit card, on which I never so much as charged a Starbucks for myself. I did my job to the best of my ability. He took a shot, he got caught, and he responded poorly when I stood up for myself. I will happily remove this video. All that I want is for the harassment and bullying to stop.
Listen, I love Vegas. I like going, but I haven't been to Vegas in a couple months because the whole F1 racing thing, it's not my demographic. Not really into the race car thing, so I skipped that. And it kind of made the city kind of geared toward that, so you couldn't really walk and drive down, the main strip. So I was like, I'll just wait till it's all over. So I'll be back out there in Vegas, dipping it and doing it again. in a couple weeks. We'll see how that goes. But I do love Vegas. It's just fun. I do spend a lot more money when I'm in Vegas. It's just the shopping and then the food and then the people. There's, oh my God. If you know, you know. Las Vegas is wild, you know? But I guess it's true. Not everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas because Las Vegas Starfish is spilling all the tea. But not only that, Pauly C has also had a few choice words about her as well. So we'll see how this goes. But let me know what you think about all that drama in the comments down below. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. Bye.